Yeah, so Stratumn is an international team of experts in blockchain and cryptography, and we're actively using that technology to improve and simplify very complex business relationships. So these relationships typically involve customer journey, they involve partnerships, and they involve complying with regulations. And so we see those three areas coming together in a very complex way. There's a lot of opportunities solved there, and we think that the blockchain and cryptography are part of the solution to improving those relationships. I think GDPR may be a defining moment in the development of the kind of this like new data-driven, hyper-connected world. GDPR is really addressing some very core issues with this expansion in technology. And I definitely think that the combination of blockchain with cryptography is part of the solution. Blockchain bringing this, so to speak, golden source of truth, this ability to commit to information on a single timeline and be able to know what we're talking about in a world exploding with lots of data, and cryptography being able to mask and shield information so we can protect privacy but yet prove to regulators that, you know, I'm an adult today. All right? I don't need to show you my birth date, but I can prove to you these kinds of things. And so when you look at that potential and extrapolate forward, we can see that all of this is coming together in a very unique moment in time. So yeah, GDPR, blockchain, cryptography, these are going to be very defining topics in history. It's really going to shape how we go forward. Another aspect of that I think that we can also see is some of the recent news with like Facebook and how some of that information in the social graph was used to help manipulate the elections in the US. This is a very controversial kind of subject. We don't have the right answers yet, but we can see that progress will happen in that frame. Yeah, so I'm an immigrant in France. I originally came here because my business partner and co-founder, the CTO of Stratumn, is French-American. So I came because of him, and I stayed because I met his friend, which became my wife. So I'm happily married, and Cecile, my wife, is a French doctor, so it's quite complicated to go to the US. And also, the time that I came here, I was introduced to the startup world, and I was a mentor with Luc Campin, and I got to meet a lot of startup and investors and people in the ecosystem. And so I saw in Paris this rise, and I was quite impressed by it. And so I felt that everything was right to start the company here. We're hiring, and so we're happy to take people from the US. I think there's a lot of great and smart people who are very active in innovation in the US. And I think there is a lot of, there's public funds, there's a lot of startup infrastructure to help get going quickly. And I think with some of the new regulations, actually the work that's being done on regulations with ICOs and with registering blockchain shares and things like that, I think there will be a lot of opportunity in France. So.